A very good afternoon and welcome to Hong Kong Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series. It is Hong Kong Cricket Club up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club. We have the two captains out in the middle with third umpire Mary Henderson. It is a PACC home game, so Tanvir Afzal will flip and Kinshit Shah will call. There's the flip. Heads is the call. Heads is the result. Kinshit gets the win. Okay, Kinshit, come have a chat. I don't know if you picked that up, but yes, you're going to bat first. What was the decision there?
It looks like, obviously green top, but used wicket. Look to put some score on the board and then build the pressure while bowling.
Now, this is the first game in the 2025 Premier League T20 series for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Any changes from last year's side?
From the finals, if we go, Danny is injured, so if we go Mawson in.
And also, you got the cheat code. Sahal in the side as well.
Absolutely, he's an asset to any team. So to have a player like Sahal in your team, so we're happy.
Well, good luck on winning the toss. Kinshit Shah, captain of Hong Kong Cricket Club. We'll have a chat to Tanvir from Pakistan Association. Tanvir, if you'd won the toss, what would have you done?
We actually prefer to bowl first because a few of us having fasting and pitch looks really good. So I don't think so it's going to be change much.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good batting wicket. So you think the side you've got today can chase down anything Hong Kong Cricket Club put down?
Well, we try our best to restrict them under 150, under 160. So let's see.
Now, a few changes to the PACC side from last week. No Hafiz Khan. I do see Zishan Ali's back. Any other changes?
Well, Zishan is back because he was in Pakistan. So Hafiz not playing because we prefer him to play Saturday League, some restriction. So we let him quit this game.
And also, I think it's Navdeep Singh in.
Navdeep playing because he's a good fielder and good all-rounder. So we try our best to give him a chance.
Well, good luck today, captain for PACC Premier. It is Tanvir Afzal. We'll have a look at that pitch that we're talking about. Same pitch that we played on this morning for the women's T20 series. Pretty green, plenty of runs in the women's, the largest ever partnership by Natasha Miles and Mariko Hill of 144. So there's plenty of runs to be had in this pitch. Not a lot of turn on offer, and we'll see what happens with the Pakistan bowlers when they come out to see if they can get it to nip around with the ball. But the result from the middle, Hong Kong Cricket Club have won the toss. They've elected to bat. We're going to be live here from Hong Kong Cricket Club from 1:30 p.m. A very good afternoon and welcome to Hong Kong Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 Series. Aaron Bush with you. It's a big one, the first one for Hong Kong Cricket Club. They're up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club. PACC victors last week over Diaspora Little Saiwan, looking to go 2-0. HKCC looking to get their 2025 season underway with a win. They've won the toss already, so they've had one win. Toss with Captain Kinshid Shah. So their opening batters coming out to the crease right now. Martin Kutsia and Anshuman Rath, as expected, just like for Cricket Hong Kong China. And Nazrullah Runner, who doesn't usually open the bowling for Hong Kong, will open the bowling for PACC from the Forest End down towards our broadcast area. Run through the sides as well if you're just joining us. A few changes to both sides. No Hafiz Khan for PACC. I can guarantee that because he's sitting right next to me in broadcast. And coming in for Hafiz, Zishan Ali, got the gloves on today. Navdeep Singh also into the side for PACC. Apart from that, pretty standard as usual. The captain, Tanveer Afzal, Yasin Murtaza, Ehsan Nawaz, Mohammad Gazamfa, Zishan we talked about, Tariq Nawaz Malik, Mohammad Waheed Khan, Nazrullah Runner, who's going to open the bowling, Edisham Mohammad Rawaid and Anas Khan, along with Navdeep Singh. Run through the HKCC team after the first over, but we're almost ready to get underway here. A couple of minutes early, in fact. 1:28. Everyone's ready. Kutsia on strike. Runner. One slip in place. Slash outside off. Misses it all. Yasim first slip there. Packed offside field from what I can see. It looks like just two on the leg side. No, three. There's one out on the deep at a forward square. And they're now making a change. Deep third comes inside the circle. Gazamfa moves down to long on near the broadcast area. Drops it in short. Keeps it outside off. Picks up another dot. That's a wide, too far outside off. First runs for HKCC. This time bat on ball, nicely played through forward point, 4 runs into the picket fence. First runs off the bat for HKCC, Martin Kutsia. Full of this time from Runner and just eased onto this one. Martin picked the gap between cover and point. No short boundaries today at HKCC. Very centre pitch, pitch number 3. Hangs that one in a little shorter this time and picks up another dot. Heard at the toss, the captain of PACC, Tanveer Afzal, saying wants to restrict Hong Kong Cricket Club to 150, 160. It's a batter's track. We saw in the women's game this morning. 144. No wickets lost for Hong Kong Cricket Club Women's Premier. Cut away, and that's 4 again. Races away. Again, just forward of point. Good runs to start with for Kutsia and Hong Kong Cricket Club. It's in the air for a little bit. Half call of catch, but there was no chance of a catch as it just rocketed away. And again, this time he picks out Anas Khan at cover though. Good bat on ball, but straight to the fielder. Oh, quick into the body, into the box, in fact. That one's going to sting as Martin goes down on the haunches. End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. Zishan Ali back into the side today. A helmet being run out, just in case he needs it. He's going back to a normal mark, or is he not? They're going to open with Anas Khan. That's why the helmets come out from the castle end. Anas has got the ball in hand. He did this last week as well. Open the batting and bowling for PACC, Anas Khan. Got the longer boundary towards Wongnai Chungap Road over his head to protect the slower bowling. They have a long on in place and a deep forward square. They did have a mid-wicket, but that's now being changed out. See, running across onto the offside. Muhammad Waheed moves into cover. Also extra cover, point, backward point, slip in place. Gazumpha inside the circle on a 45 behind square. Pulls away onto the leg side. Anjuman Ruth first look today. It's racing away on that bowling green so fast. Too fast. He starts with a boundary as well. Unless it goes straight to you, it's almost impossible to stop the ball once it gets traction on that lightning fast bowling green area. Long on was in place for the lefty. Nazrullah runner, but even he couldn't chase that one down, so they've brought Waheed back over into mid-wicket. And gets one to zip through this time, Anas Khan. Good fight back ball. Full one on the toes, beats Waheed. No, got a little bit of a hand on it. Parries down to Nazrullah for a single. Now, they all switch across for the right-handed Martin Kutsia. Yasim's moved out of slip into a backward point. Got a fly gully backward point, forward point. Extra cover. Tries to give himself room, picks out. Ehsan Nawaz at extra cover. He's going to be an easy one to pick out in the field with those racy orange boots of his. I like them. Anyone that saw the toss has seen my very purple shoes. Pushes onto the leg side now. Out to the captain, Tanvir, had it long on. Two balls left, everyone rotates again. Ange back on strike. He winds up, gets through the right hand of Anas Khan, and two straight for Tanveer to cut that one off. Another boundary for Anshuman Rath to end off the over. A big one, 10 runs coming from it. Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier 19 for the loss of no wicket after 2. Only the one over for Nazrullah Rana. Mohammad Waheed into the attack for over number 3 from the Forest end. Captain Tanveer mixing things up. Tanveer Afzal was the player of the match in game 1 down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground last week. Sure we'll see him have a bowl as well at some point, but it's Waheed now to Martin Kutsia. Beats Waheed, so they'll take a quick single with Gazamfa down at long on. Anas Khan flying across the pitch as he moves onto the offside as well. Pretty similar setup as it was for the previous over of his bowling. 6-3 offside field. Deep third and deep square leg, the two outside the circle. Too far across the body of Anshuman Rath. Another extra in the books. Oh, winds up on that one. Stand and deliver straight back under the feet of Waheed for 4. Raced away, short boundary behind the bowler. This is T20 stuff we expect from Anshuman Rath. Picks it up early, keeps it along the ground. 13 off 5 now for Ansh. Flicks on the leg side, nobody out in Cow Corner region, so that's another boundary down towards the swimming pool. The Hong Kong Cricket Club members enjoying the warmest day of the year so far. Last I checked, it was a balmy 27 degrees. That's nice sitting by the pool weather. 27.3 here at Wong Nai Chung Gap. Expect at some point Anshuman might try to put them on the netting above the swimming pool. Keeping it along the ground so far. Argues his case about that being called wide, but umpire Royce McDonald is 100% convinced the arms go out. It's a good ball. Picks out Yasim waiting at a shortish mid-wicket. 2 games going on again, of course, as we do for the Plenty, the Premier League T20. Another game going on today down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Diasqua Little Saiwan taking on United Services Recreation Club. Both sides looking to get their first win. Drops it short. Took off again. Didn't stay inside the trams. Need to re-bowl. News from Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground with USRC winning the toss, electing to bat. They've already lost a wicket. Sikandar Zafar out for 12. They're 21 for 1 in 2.1. A healthy run rate. Just lost an early wicket. No early wickets here, and even better run rate, 10.94 so far. After a very long over here for Mohammad Waheed. Strays onto the pads. Tip and run. Kutsia was coming quickly, so they'll get the single to finish off the over. 13 coming from the third. Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier 32 for the loss of no wicket. We'll run through the HKCC team today. First time in action in the 2025 Premier League T20 series. The captain, of course, out in the middle at the toss, Kinshid Shah. The rest of his side, Adil Mahmood. Anshuman Rath out in the middle, Ayush Shukla. David Jakir will be the wicketkeeper today. Luke Jones. Martin Kutsia out the middle as well. Mohsin Khan, Ninad Shah, Nazakat Khan, and Sahal Malvinkar, a.k.a. Hong Kong Cricket Club cheat code. He's been in some runs as of late. I think the last game he played, he scored 175. It wasn't Premier League, but we'll see what happens. And their 12th today, Shihan Wijatunga, who's just joined HKCC this season, so that's a big promotion. He's on the cusp of making it into the Premier League side. Anas Khan to continue from the Castle end. And just an easy single out to Ford Square. We saw the Hong Kong women's team bat the full 20 without losing a wicket. I wonder if these two, Martin Kutsia and Anshuman Rath, can do the same. Pakistan Association certainly won't want that to be happening. Anas Khan, he would like to find a wicket early into his second over. Martin Kutsia on strike. Comes down, gets it immediately. There's the wicket. Good glove work from Zishan Ali. Martin Kutsia out for 10. Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier lose their first on 33. Anas Khan strikes. Zishan Ali with the stumping. He took the chance and went dancing down the pitch, but you miss, and Zishan will hit. And Kutsia departs for 10. And as always, at number 3, Nazakat Khan comes out to join Anshuman Rath. It's a big wicket for both Anas and PACC. Massive batting lineup. Tanveer mentioned he wanted to restrict to 150, 160. Currently going at 10s, that's 200, so need to peg it back with wickets here and there. They've got their first. Captain Tanveer just rolling some changes. He heads off to the right, brings Tariq Nawaz into first slip. Tanveer's gone to that backward square on the 45 inside the circle. Deep mid-wicket and a mid-wicket inside the circle plus long on. Nazakat, who winds up early, big top edge. It's not going to carry us over the head of Gazamfa and spins away down for the ropes. He's going to get a 4 out of it. Bit fluky to start with from Nazakat, but he'll take it and he gets a boundary to get his runs underway as well. Took the chance. Gazamfa inside the circle. And it flew over his head. Not far, but far enough for the then top spin on down towards the scoreboard for 4. Eventful over already. We're only 3 balls in. And it changes again. Tanveer jogs back across into the fly gully position. And they've opened up. They've taken that mid-wicket catching position out. Gone on the backward square on the 45. So vacant leg side, which is exactly where Nazakat goes for a single. And after everyone getting in their positions for Nazakat Khan, they all have to rotate for the left-handed Anshuman Rath. Plenty to and fro from PACC. Arch on 19. Stands in the crease, but right at the Yorker length. Good delivery from Anas. Not much Anshuman Rath could do with that one. More changes in the field. Mid-wicket going right back on the edge of the circle now. This one with a deep mid-wicket. Runs through square leg for a single instead. Well, successful over for PACC. 6 runs coming from it, plus the wicket after 4. Hong Kong Cricket Club 39 for 1. The bowling changes continue with SR Nawaz. They're those nice bright orange shoes I was talking about earlier. Into the attack for over number 5. He's going to go around the wicket to Anshuman Rath. (5-4) offside field for the left-hander as Hassan comes in around. Drops it a bit short, puts it up and over the top through cow corner. That's gone all the way. Just clearing the ropes into the flower bed for 6. Didn't manage to put it on the swimming pool nets, but he did manage to put enough on it to pick up a maximum. First maximum in the books for Anshuman Rath and Hong Kong Cricket Club. Back live. Drops it in short, gets it to turn away a little bit this one. You can see the gesture from Ange. It's a good ball. A few revs on it on this very green top pitch. So he plays it with it and gets through the field. Navdeep Singh having to fix his own mess there as he misfielded it backward of point. Manages to cut it off before it makes it to the boundary. Saves 2. Again, gives himself room. This time makes no mistake. Makes Nazakat scamper back. Little stop. Yassim seen something at mid-wicket. He wants Nazrullah runner a little squarer at extra cover. Comes across, winds up, goes big, all the way. That's one up onto the swimming pool, onto the playground netting, this time over the top of Tanvir's head for 6. 2 maximums already this over. Rath already into the 30s. Shuffled across, gave himself plenty of room. We're back live here. Finishes it off with a dot. 14 runs coming from the 5th as Hong Kong Cricket Club bring up the half century. They're 53 for 1. The bowling changes continue. Yasim Murtaza to bowl from the castle end. Finish off the power play. Oh, yes, and a shy from Anas. A direct hit, and Nazakat was gone. No need for a TV replay if that one hit. He was well short. As it is, made it home safely. Brings Anshuman Rath back on strike, 34 off 18. Now what's he going to do with the skillful Yasim Murtaza? Took Asar Nawaz for a couple of maximums, but longer boundaries this time if he goes straight. So he keeps it along the ground and takes one out to long on for a single as well. Oh, an edge just falling short of first slip. Tariq Nawaz was there waiting. A little nervy start here from Nazakat. First runs, big top edge over the back. That one there, not far away. A nervy run as well, but so he decides to attack. Has he got enough on that one? Sure has. Watch out, traffic out on the road. Lucky for the netting up that high because that was massive. He has absolutely smashed that one over the top of long off for 6. And good comeback ball from Yasim. And Nazakat looking for something. I think he just wanted to know how many deliveries were left. One to come. And dots out the end of the over. Power play done with Hong Kong Cricket Club 61 for 1. Pretty even. First power play. HKCC going at 10s. To be expected on what is a pretty good batting track. They did lose 1 wicket, but at the moment, perhaps HKCC have the ascendancy with these two starting to form a new partnership. You can see 28 off 16. Nazrullah runner to bowl over number 7. Now with the more players allowed outside the circle. Deep third. Deep cover point, long off. Deep square leg and possibly a long on, which is obscured from my view by the sight screen. Oh, fabulous delivery to start up with. Got it to skid on, move away as well. Back to his fighting best. Nazrullah runner after that hamstring injury in the ICC Cricket World Cup Challenge League B series. Winds up, calls of catch it. No chance there for Yasim as it went far to his left. Another maximum for Anshuman Rath. He moves into the 40s. He's in a hurry. 41 off 21. Third maximum for Anshuman Rath. Wasn't far away from picking out Yasim with that wideish long on. So they've moved him more around to that cow corner position. Anshuman has been peppering it. And this time guides onto the offside. Anas Khan in the deep. Makes it 1, but they keep finding the boundaries each over here. HKCC, which is keeping the runs on the board. 200 a chance the way they're going. It has not been an over yet without a boundary. This one is no exception with 3 balls left. No ball called by umpire McDonald. A free hit coming up. Diving effort from Gazumfa. Oh, work to do in the deep for Anas Khan. I'm not sure he's going to get there. Dive though. Yes, very good fielding. Did get there. They do get back for 2. Goes the slower ball, but it's full. Gaz will clean up in the deep. End of the over 7 done. Hong Kong Cricket Club still going at over 10s. They're 74 for 1. The quite low helicopter flying on by. Perhaps off to rescue somebody. Out for a hike on a warm March Sunday. Oh, and a big top edge again. A similar result, it looks like, as it falls between 3. Tanvir does the pick-up eventually. Antron 42. He comes down as well, but make sure he smothers this ball. Charges this time. Has he got enough? Oh yeah, he's got enough. Watch out, construction workers up the top there, working on some new stuff for Hong Kong Cricket Club, because you're in danger. Anshuman Rath moves to 48. Well, that one's not going to be recovered, it looks like. So third umpire Mary Henderson brings out the bag of replacement cricket balls. Well, Anshuman Rath and Zishan Ali. Little chat about batting technique. 81 on the board, inside 8. This is a good start for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Navdeep Singh still trying to find it, along with Ahsan Nawaz, but they're going to come back in because they can't find it. Replacement ball has been delivered. And the 8th consecutive over for Hong Kong Cricket Club with a boundary being scored. Thought about running on the arm of Tariq, but sent back. Decided wisely. Onto the pads. Kazumfa out a deep square. Comes into the circle. But each over, the damage gets done. The boundary gets put on, and then the rest is just icing on the cake. Looking to go into the drinks break at 10 overs. Big score on the board, and just the 1 wicket down so far. Nazaka takes another single through mid-wicket. End of the over. 9 runs coming from the 8th. Hong Kong Cricket Club 82 for 1. Take nothing away from the 2 out in the middle, scoring the runs. 50-run partnership up now. Just like that. Just moments ago, 29 balls to bring up a 50-run partnership. And take nothing away from the batters, but this is a batting track. So while Tanveer was being optimistic and wanting to restrict HKCC to 150, 160, feel like the track's got 200 in it. Much of what we saw this morning too was the batters were the ones that got themselves out, much like the only wicket to fall so far, rather than the pitch causing mischief. Oh, he's been given that one in the slot, and it's given the treatment. Watch out. Our camera person down there almost copped that one in the noggin. And for the 9th consecutive over, HKCC have scored a boundary. Did it off the first ball. Ahsan Nawaz into his 2nd over. Not that anyone's been cheap today, but Ahsan's been rather expensive. Now gone for 20 off 7 deliveries. Cow corner now being plugged by Anas Khan. They've got 4 on the boundary on the leg side from deep square around. That's coming my way. And I think that one might depart. That could go well back into the forest for back-to-back maximums. Forget about that one. And will be one for the staff to go recover another day. As it's gone flying over the fence, over the side screen, and into the forest behind us. .95 on the board already. While that ball gets replaced, let's have a look what's happening down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. The half century's been brought up by USRC. They've lost 2 wickets now. Akbar Khan back in the side. Didn't play last week against KCC. He's out cheaply. Bowled by Tanveer Ahmed for 6. So 50 for 2 in 7.3 for USRC. Here, 95 for 1 in 8.2. Goes again. Has he got enough on it this time? Anas Khan looking at where the rope is. It's going to smash into the scoreboard because that's another maximum to bring up the century for HKCC. A hat trick of 6s, and they move to 101 for 1. That's the trouble with the small Hong Kong Cricket Club ground. You can ring the outfield with players. A lot of the time it's going to go flying over their heads, this time over the head of Anas Khan, right in front of the scoreboard. Went over the top of the scoreboard, Gazumfa's telling us. It's becoming a very depleted bag of cricket balls there for PACC. 666. Some would say it's an unlucky number. Not Nazakit Khan though, because he's managed to bang on 18 runs in 3 balls and move to 37. What does Ehsan Nawaz do now? Shorter this time, uses the wrist to find a single to Gazumpha at mid-on. Now, it's time for Anshuman Rath. He's got 2 balls left. He's on 49. And got a fabulous start for his Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier side. Will he find an easy single? Well, he looked to bring it up with a boundary. He's going to take the easy single, and there it is. 50 in Game 1 for Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier in the 2025 season. Anshuman Rath, 50 off 27 deliveries. 4 fours and 4 sixes. Well fought, 50. Nazakit back on strike now. Drag down on the leg side. Leg by. Incoming, I'd suggest. Indeed it is. Signal by umpire McDonald. End of the over. 21 runs coming from the 9th. Hong Kong Cricket Club, 104 for 1. Mohammad Gazumpha into the attack for the first time today from the castle end. They've rotated through the bowlers already today. You can see Gazumpha will be the 6th bowler used in 10 overs. Trying anything, and only 2 bowlers managing to keep their econ under double figures. It's been that kind of start for HKCC. Can Gaz generate a wicket before the drinks break? This partnership up over 70 now, if my maths is correct. Should be about 71, I think. Now 72. How does Anshuman play this with 5 balls left to the drinks break? Does he just ease his way through? Does he want to keep popping the runs on? That one popped up on him and almost popped up to Zishan. Can Gazumpha, if he can't find a wicket, be the first over today for Pakistan Association Cricket Club that doesn't go for a boundary? Well, there's going to be work to make sure it isn't, and he can't cut it off, so there it is, right on cue. Don't know if that's a commentator's curse or a commentator's luck, depending on which team you're supporting. They get the boundary. Nicely played, kept the field out of the action with Anshuman Rath being so strong on the leg side. They've actually got a 5-4 leg side field, which just gave him extra room backward of point. That's a good ball from Gazumpha. Oh, that one there is going to be another maximum. That has gone a long way up on the netting. That's a big 6. It would have been a 6 on any ground. not just in Hong Kong. He's got that one, picked it up nicely, smashed it through mid-wicket. He's just picking the balls to hit here, Anshuman Rath, and that's why he's going at almost a strike rate at 200. His 5th maximum. He brought up his 5th 4, 2 balls earlier. While I'm yelling and screaming about 6s and 4s over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, my commentator down there, Asif Hussain, screaming about wickets because 4 wickets have now fallen for USRC. They're 53 for 4. He tries it again, though. This is in the air, gets underneath and takes the catch right on the cusp of drinks. Anshuman Rath holds out. Nazrullah Runner takes the catch. Rath out for 60 as HKCC lose their second on 115. 1 try too many. Right on the drinks break. Anshuman Rath tries again, and this time doesn't clear Nazrullah. He takes an easy catch at deep mid-wicket. We're going to go into the drinks break here, with the second wicket falling for HKCC. Drinks break done here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you. Coming out at number 4 for HKCC, it's the cheat code. Sahal Malvin Carr, he'll be at the non-strikers end. And for the first time today, looks like we're going to see the captain have a bowl, is it? Tanvir's got the ball. Mohammed Waheed was going to have a bowl. No, Nazrullah Runner's going to have a bowl. Someone's going to have a bowl. Waheed gets his hat back. Nazrullah hands his off. Nazrullah Runner, 2 overs, none for 22 so far. Has taken a catch in the deep, though, to get rid of Anshuman Rath just before the drinks break. And talk about plenty of batting for HKCC to come. The Shah brothers waiting patiently. Kinshit and Ninad maybe come in later on as pinch hitters. David Jakir, keeper. Luke Jones can hit a big ball as well, so they've got plenty to come. At the moment, it's Nazakat and Sahal out in the middle. And they'll take one backward of square. The cheat code will face his first delivery. You're wondering why we call him the cheat code since he's come to Hong Kong and playing for HKCC. Sahal Malvinkar can move across the various teams, and whatever team he plays in, gets the win for them. But what a catch down leg side here. Must have clipped a boot or something, because it's not a wide either. Of course, Sahal also, even though not eligible to play for Cricket Hong Kong China in international games, did play for Hong Kong in the Hong Kong Sixers last November. He's enjoying his time since moving here a year and a half ago. He'll get his first runs as well. He scampers on through, shy from Townvere misses. He's still young, Sahal, just 23, I believe. He sticks around in Hong Kong for another 18 months. He'll be eligible to play internationals as well as Hong Kong Sixers. Should be a big bonus for cricket in Hong Kong and the international men's team. Apologies, he just turned 24, Sahal. Back on February 19. Still very young. Quite the talent from Birmingham. Zuckett winds up on this one. That's another one going over near the scoreboard. Probably up and over the top as well. How many sixes has Nazuckett hit now? 5. He's only hit 1-4, and that was a top edge. Everything else has come out of the middle and kept on going. One, two, three, 4, 2. Okay, as we've had quite the few delays already today, there's another one. We've got the ball, replacement ball for Nazrullah Runner, another over. The 11th consecutive over where HKCC have scored a boundary. Oh, Sahal's come a long way down. Anas Khan. He was gone. Sahal was gone, but the throw was wide. I think if Nazrullah had managed to get hands on it and hit the stumps, Sahal may have made it through. A direct hit was definitely out. Bit of excitement and nerves from a new partnership forming after 11. Hong Kong Cricket Club 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Let's have a look at the Hong Kong, because it's been massive. Look at that. It looked like a normal one, but if the scale wasn't going up to 22, normally it sits around 14 or 15. And that is some big hitting from HKCC. Mohammed Gazumpha to continue from the castle end. He got the wicket. Also went for 11. Sahal. Just 1 off 2. The eyes up the field. There's a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Deep cover. Punches hard, straight back to Gaz. Plenty of members in, watching on here at HKCC. I can see them up the top near the Chater Tavern. Always have to, it's like Where's Wally? I can always find the Hong Kong China coaches somewhere at a ground. We're down at KCC sitting next to a vending machine this morning. This time they're up on the 3rd floor. Simon Willis and Andy Lloyd watching on. With plenty of the international players on display today. Cuts away. And they're going to take a single. Again, a little bit of nervy running between these two as they try to form a partnership. Zakat's looked solid though. He's on 46. Comes down but punches it to Gaz, who missed fields of his own bowling, so he'll move to 47. 2 balls left. Can this be the first over for PACC without a boundary scored? Work to do in the field. Yes, good job, Anas Khan. Sliding on the knees. It's the left mitt out. Keeps it to 2. This has been tidy from Gazumfa. Fast outfield, meaning the runs flow. He's got room through extra cover. Sahal, if he can find the right ball. Well, he dots it out. End of the over, the first one for PACC Premier without a boundary. 4 runs coming from the 12th as HKCC moved to 127 for 2. Nasrullah Runner's going to bowl out here. 3 overs so far, none for 30. This is his final over in the 4-over spell. Nissan Nawaz out to deep mid-wicket. Anas Khan moves into the fly gully position, right on the circle. Charges, finds the gap again, goes through cow corner, again to the scoreboard, and Nazaka brings up his half century. 51 off 25 deliveries, 2 4s, 5 maximums, going at over 200 strike rate. 204 strike rate. Perfect T20 cricket here from Nazakat Khan. Taking over after Anjuman Rath departed. Oh, he had started going big before then. It got up and up and up. Has it got enough on it? Ahsan Nawaz getting underneath it. Takes the catch inside the ropes, and that's the end of Nazakat Khan. He gets his half century, and then he's out. Nasrullah Runner strikes as Hong Kong Cricket Club lose their 3rd on 131. Very well judged catch, this one. He's not sure where the rope was, but the racy orange shoes guided him home. Ahsan Nawaz takes the catch. And a vital wicket for PACC, with plenty of runs on the board. Captain Kinshit Shah comes to the crease at number 5. He'd peppered that scoreboard boundary, both with maximums and 4s, Nazakat Khan. This time, just not enough power. Too much up, not enough oomph. Eventually, and get the breakthrough. I'll bring the left-right combination back into play for HKCC. The left-handed Kinshid Shah. Four balls left of Nasrullah Runner's spell. Pushes it across the body of the left-hander nicely. That's a beautiful delivery. First up to Kinshid Shah. And again, rinse and repeat. PACC now feeling fired up after being punished. Three dots in a row after the wicket. Got one ball left. Can he find a second wicket here? Runner. None for 30 off 3. It's become 1 for 34 off 3.5. It's Kinshid Shah to try to find his way and find some runs. So he decides to attack. Same result though. Somehow didn't find the edge. End of the over. Successful one for PACC. HKCC losing their third after 13. They're 131. Gazumford to bowl a third, 1 for 15 off 2 so far. Basically 2 new batters out in the middle. Sahal facing just the 7 deliveries. He's on strike. Hits hard, hits well, gets onto the bowling green, and that's 4. Smashes it through extra cover. Nothing Anas Khan could do from cover there as it beat the infield and raced away. Sahal finds his first boundary. Back live on the tip and run this time. On the arm, has a shy at the non-strikers. And a few shies from PACC today. No direct hits so far. Umpire Haman Tukrul doing the officiating down at the Castle end. Changes to the field for the left-hander, deep mid-wicket and deep square leg in place. Oh, double appeal, thought it almost got an edge, and then a quick glove work from Zishan Ali. The back foot was down. A good ball from Gazumford. Must say, Kinshid Shah's only faced 5 deliveries, and all 5 of them have been very good balls. It's dragged down a bit here, but Kinshid, perhaps it was a lured ball, trying to find another catch to Nasrullah out in the deep mid-wicket region, but Kinshid made sure he put it down onto the ground just around the circle mark. No carry. Drag down leg. Going to get Zishan in the shoulder. Again with the tip and run. Not going to pull the trigger this time, Nasrullah. rotating the strike back and forward. 10 off 10 for Sahal. Kinchit just 1 off 6 so far. As I said, he's got 5 corker deliveries. Swept away. That one's going to be a maximum. Beautiful stroke from Kinchit Shah. And finishes off the over with a maximum. A big over again for HKCC. 14 runs coming from the 14th. As HKCC Premier move to 145 for 3. Over at Mission Road in the other Cricket Hong Kong T20 Premier League game. USRC up against Diaspora Little Saiwan, with USRC winning the toss, electing to bat. The batting's not going so great for United Services Recreation Club. 71 for 5 in the 13th. Mohamed Sada, a top score of 28 opening the batting, but tapers away then. USRC found out today is perhaps they don't run on the arm of former Bahrain captain Haider Ali. He's got 2 run-outs and was not far away from getting a third. And got the big wicket of Mohamed Sada, and also the captain Shahid Wasif. Both run out by Haider Ali. 71 for 5 in the 13th. Over here, 145 for 3. 6 overs remain. Mohamed Wahid back into the attack from the Forest end. Sahal Malvinkar on strike. Oh, he's chopped that out nicely and is racing away. Work to do for Anas. Long boundary though. Down to the Hong Kong Cricket Club logo. Get back for 2. He's hit that straight. Gazumpha will pick it up at mid-on. Kinchit showing at the end of the previous over. He's seen enough deliveries. It's time to start going big. 5.4 overs remaining. 200 still on the cards. Still going at a run rate of 10.33 with 7 wickets in hand. So they can chance their arm here, Hong Kong Cricket Club. Oh, I don't know if he's got anything on this. If he has, it's 4 runs, which a chance goes begging for Zishan. It was hit fine. It was a tough chance, as he was standing well outside the offside. Couldn't get across, and it, nice and fine, goes for 4. This time heading my way. Gazumpha gets underneath and takes the catch. And that's the end of Kinchit Shah. He got a 4 to start. And then straight away, holes out, down to long off. A good catch by Mohamed Gazumpha. And near in front of our broadcast area, the 4th wicket falls for Hong Kong Cricket Club on 152. Kinchit departs for 11. The 4 brought up the 150. Immediately the captain departs. Captain departs and he's replaced by his brother Ninad coming out. Ninad Shah out at number 6. He's got a platform set as well. 5.2 overs remain, 6 wickets in hand. And if they have a little stumble here, HKCC, the ACC can try to stem the flow of runs and somehow keep it under 200. Still going to be a mighty run chase. Chops one out onto the leg side. Navdeep Singh rolls over the top of it, but manages to keep rolling and pick it up. Gets the one. Now the cheat code probably has to take the lead here now for HKCC. Find the runs. All he did this time is pick out Nazrul a runner. So another successful over for PACC. 8 runs coming from the over as well. 5 overs remain. HKCC 153 for 4. Yassim back into the attack from the castle end. Interesting, the Wasp projector is projecting the same as if they stay at this run rate. Current run rate will get them to 204. The computer projector you can see on screen projecting 205. HKCC will be more than happy with that. Nina Jha facing Yassim. They're happy to take one, rotate the strike. Wise. Third over for Yassim. No wickets so far. Beats the infield, just a single again though. A charge, but this has gone straight up in the air. Gazumfa getting underneath it, takes the catch, and that's the end of Ninad Char. He was already walking off. As soon as he hit it, he knew he was gone. He departs for 2. As HKCC with a bit of a mid-order stumble here. They're 155 for 5. Yassim strikes and does get a wicket. Luke Jones coming to the crease at number 7. Sahal still out there, so we'll be hoping some batters can stick around with him. 5 wickets down. HKCC won't want to collapse here after such a blistering start. Still just been 1 over where a boundary hasn't been scored. Swept away backward of square, but Ehsan Nawaz is waiting. So he just gets the single, rotates the strike back to Sahal. Sahal going at a runner ball. We know he can go a lot faster than that. Is he going to try? Is he going to try to clear the ropes? Keep it along the ground. They're certainly going to just take one along the ground this time as well. Can Yassim become the second bowler today to bowl an over without going for a boundary? Another one, of course, Mohammad Gazumfa. He took the catch earlier this over. Waits on it, pops it up in the air, picks, diving effort from Navdeep, can't stop it, so it will be another over with a boundary in the books for HKCC. They move to 161 for 5 after 16. Mohammad Waheed to continue from the Forest end. 2 overs, 1 for 21 so far. The wickets have started to fall. Is it a little bit too little too late for PACC with 161 on the board already? Sahal looked like he was going to wind up and then just punched it. Managed to pick out Adesham in the deep, but had it been a metre either side of him, that was hit so well out of the middle, it would have been a boundary. As it is, it's just a 1, and Luke Jones picked up a boundary. I said earlier, he can hit a big ball. Don't fear about Luke Jones coming out and not being a threat with the bat. We've still got David Jakir as well. Adil. What a ball that was from Mohammad Waheed. Absolute peach. The sun briefly reappears here at HKCC. Fear it won't be around for long. It's brightened everything up. Oh, that's delicate. That's well played. Nicely played by Luke Jones. Knew there was no gully or deep third in place. So, just eased it on its way. Watch on the replay. Just delicate. It's a nice way to find the boundary, and it's forced the change from PACC. Deep third of Tanveer now in place. He tried to do it again, and they've got protection in Tanveer, plus good chance of feathering off if he continues to do that, Luke Jones. Good comeback delivery from Mohammad Waheed. Talked earlier, I thought perhaps Tanveer would see him with ball in hand, but apparently he's nursing a knee injury. So the bowling effort is on the rest of the team. He's in the team as captain and specialist batter at the moment. It's been a good over from Waheed, even though he went for the 4. It was an inventive stroke by Jones. And it is another over, nonetheless. That has gone for at least one boundary, which is why 166 is on the board with 3.1 overs remaining. Tanveer at the toss said he wanted to restrict HKCC to 150, 160. That's come and gone. It's a no ball, and it's a 6. Onto the swimming pool netting that one goes, and he gets a free hit as well coming up. Luke Jones goes big. Effort ball from Waheed, overstep. Drops it in too short and gets given the treatment. There we go, the free hit. Finish off the over. A good Yorker length, very straight. Gazumfa will cut it off. It'll just be an extra 1. in the books for HKCC. 17 done, 3 remain. Hong Kong Cricket Club 174 for 5. Over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. A bit of a fight back from USRC. They're 97 for 5 now in the 16th. Partnership forming between Muhammad Awais Jr. and Jajit Singh. A lot more runs up here though. 174 with 3 remaining. Yassim to bowl his final over. 1 for 25 off 3. And Luke Jones on strike. Goes the reverse. Misses it. Let's see what he's doing. There's no deep third in place. Not even a third inside the circle. This time moves across. It's going to end up going to deep third. How it got to deep third, I don't know. But he's going to get 4 for it. Being inventive, Luke Jones. Taking the runs as he can. Not at all where he was aiming, but in the end, ends up where he was aiming with the reverse. And so they've got a wideish backwards point, but no deep third or short third or anything. This time onto the leg side. Hassan Nawaz comes in from backward square. Jones practices the sweep and the reverse sweep. There's Sahal back on strike. Drops it at the feet. Yassim doesn't pull the trigger. There's 2 scamper try to back up. Gives him the floater one, and it's just over the head of deep mid-wicket. Not far away from holding out, but just enough. Jones goes big. Just the right amount of energy into that one to clear the fielders waiting. It was the lure ball from Yassim. Well, that replay, we're now live again, and there's the delicate. That's the one. He wanted to go to deep third with the reverse. This time he just uses the conventional little flick away. Big over in the 18th for Hong Kong Cricket Club. 16 coming from it. Yassim's bowled out. He's got 1 for 41 from his 4. 2 overs remain. Who gets given the penultimate over duties? Mohammad Waheed's walking in with the ball. He does have an over left. Look at the baby bowling card. So Mohammad Waheed's got 1 left. Anas Khan and Gazumpha both an option to bowl the death. We'll see what happens after this one, but Mohammad Waheed gets the penultimate over. Sahal, who's just been watching Luke Jones do everything, a 35-run partnership of which Luke Jones has 31. That's hit very straight. Gazumpha will cut it off. In fact, Yassim will cut Gazumpha off. And again, just a single. Look at that partnership. It's now 36, of which Sahal has only contributed 4. Luke Jones, on the other hand, has put in 31 off 13 deliveries. Handy late partnership for Hong Kong Cricket Club. 200 plus definitely on the cards now. 9 extras in the books, 6 wides and 2 no balls, both overstep no balls. It's reasonably tidy from PACC. Driven straight to Gazumfa. He's not going to worry about pulling the trigger, or he will in fact, just keep Sahal honest down at the striker's end. The dot balls, or lack thereof, have been an issue for PACC today. 42 dot balls out of 18.2 overs. Oh, that's crunched. It's smoked straight into the picket fence for 6, I think. Yes, up go the hands of umpire McDonald. Full toss, and Sahal says, thank you. I'll snack on that pie and smash it through cover. He hit that so hard. Might need a new picket fence. Little slat over there. Absolutely smoked it. Got the feet wandering around. That's absolutely crunched as well. That brings up the 200 for HKCC. 203 in 18.4. So already PACC are going to need to go at over 10. It's just a matter of how much over 10, with 8 legal deliveries remaining. Sahal dancing all over the crease, waits on it and picks it up. Another one through mid-wicket. He's been watching Luke Jones putting all the runs on the board, and he said, now I'm on strike, I'm going to go 6-4-6. This rate 230 might be on the cards. Current run rate will get them to 222. They've still got 7 legal deliveries, and they're on 209. Again with the shuffle. A good Yorker length. Sahal will retain the strike. They take one more, move to 210. 6 legal deliveries remain. HKCC 210 for 5. Partnership also up over 50 in that over alone. Actually quickly look at the partnerships again, because it was on 30 odd the last time we checked, and all of a sudden it's 55. Probably won't get the biggest partnership of the day. That goes to Anchaman Rath and Nazakat Khan of 82. But this has been a very, very handy 55-run partnership of just 22 deliveries. Mohammad Gazumfa gets the duties for the death over for Pakistan Association. Bowled well, 3 overs, 1 for 29. Sixteen fours and 26s so far in this innings from Hong Kong Cricket Club. Starts with a dot. That's big runs. 26s. There's 120 right there. 16 fours. That's 64 as well. So 184 or so, by my count, in boundaries of the 210. This has not got enough on it, has it? Yes, no, yes. Oh, awfully close. Tariq Nawaz thought he was in with a chance there. It's just got enough on it and flicked away for 6. Marvin Carr, he's a chance for his half century here. He's got 4 balls left. He's on 41. Has that one got enough on it? Yes, that one does as well. Sails over the top of Yassim's head into the player's dugout. And Marvin Carr moves to 47. I said 230 was a chance. They're now 222 for 5 with 3 balls left. This is going to be some run chase for PACC to get their second win. Goes the faster one, gets the same treatment though, same spot almost. This time it's into the Hong Kong Cricket Club dugout instead of the PACC one. And he ings up his 50. Does it in style, does it with a maximum. 53 off 26. That was his 5th maximum. I think he's hit those 5 maximums in the last 7 or 8 balls. Goes with 2 4s as well. 2 balls left. What does Gaz do? Keeps it wide. It's in the air. SR Nawaz takes the catch again. A half century gets brought up and then a wicket falls. And again, a good knock for Sahal Malvinkar, but he departs. Gaz gets a second. Another good catch by SR Nawaz. And Adil Mahmood has to face one delivery. Coming out at number 8. Well, there's been some good knocks. As soon as this delivery's done, we'll run through the batting and bowling card and show you how the first innings has gone. Hong Kong Cricket Club winning the toss, electing to bat, and bat they have. Oh, geez, I said there was 26s. There's been 18 so far, including 3 off this over. It was 15 before. That's a lot of runs. Here we go, final delivery. Winds up on it. Yassin will take the catch. Adil will be out for a golden duck. The 7th wicket falls, doesn't matter. We're in the innings break here at Hong Kong Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 Series. HKCC 228 for 7. Let's have a look at the batting and bowling card. And there it is. It's an impressive batting card for Hong Kong Cricket Club. A 60 top score for Anshuman Rath, but ably supported by the numbers 3 and 4. Nazakat Khan with a 51 off 26. Sahal Malvinkar, the cheat code, with a 53 off 27. And Luke Jones with a fabulous little cameo at the end, 32 off 14, pushing the score up to 228. Bowling card for Pakistan Association. They used plenty of bowlers, and not many were successful. Gaz got 3 in the end, a couple of late wickets, 3 for 47. The pick of the bowlers, but only Nazrullah Rana and Anas Khan able to go for less than double figures. So we're in the innings break here at Hong Kong Cricket Club, with HKCC posting 228, meaning Pakistan Association Cricket Club will require 229 for victory. Join us in around 9 minutes' time. Innings break done here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you. 20 overs remain. 2:29 required for PACC. Any less and Hong Kong Cricket Club will get their first win of the 2025 Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 Series. Umpires Royce McDonald on the left and Haman Tukru on the right, heading back out to the middle. Opening the batting today for PACC, Zishan Ali will be on strike with Ehsan Nawaz at the non-striker's end. Ayush Shukla to open the bowling from the Forest end. There he is on screen. And you can see that run rate required, 11.4. That's pretty big. Almost 2 a ball all the way through the 20 overs. The ACC, of course, have the batting firepower to do it. It's a batter's track. HKCC have the bowling line up to defend it as well. A deep forward square and deep third, 2 outside the circle. Slip in place, Martin Kutsia. David Jakir with the gloves on. Ayush Shukla to Zishan, who pops it up over the top of Adil Mahmood's head for the first boundary of the day. Tallest man out there. Adil wasn't far away from his outstretched right hand, but it was enough on it. We saw in that first innings, 19 of the 20 overs, there was a boundary scored, and PACC are going to continue that trend, starting with a 4. Pitched up from Ayush, so the adjustments are made. Deep third comes inside. Adil goes back to long on, just wide of our broadcast area. So it goes very straight. That's going to be a maximum as it smashes into the side screen. Goes bigger this time. 4-6 to start with for Zishan Ali. Back in the side. Didn't play last week. He was overseas in Pakistan. Straight back into the side. Kept well. And starting with a bang. 10 off 2. Swinging hard again, gets nothing on this one. Big fresh airy from Zishan. Basically going to have to do this all innings, PACC. Hit a 4 and a 6, keep themselves in the game. Don't want that run rate required blowing out, putting extra pressure, and they don't want to lose early wickets as well. Right on the money this time from Ayush. Good fight back, 2 good deliveries after going for 4 and 6. We saw PACC with their bowling innings rotate through the bowlers regularly, so no one really getting set. Interesting to see what Captain Kinshid Shah does with HKCC. Whether he stays with the traditional bowl a couple of overs at least for each of the opening bowlers or mix it up. Slip being taken out now as Martin Kutsia moves to a catching cover position. 3 dots. A fight back from Ayush. Zishan's strike rate plummeted from 500 to 200. Oh, and it could be out after all of that. Going up in the air, Sahal Malvinkar gets underneath it and bobbles it. I think Zishan had started walking off. He thought that one was gone. It went skied up in the air. And Ayush unlucky not to get the breakthrough. They get a single to finish off the over. 11 coming from it. Eventful. One Sahal won't want to watch again. Have to put it behind him. Move on to the next over. Zishan gets a life on 10. So Mohsin Khan will take the ball from the castle end with the single. Zishan's retained strike. I thought after the wicket should have fallen, Hassan Nawaz was going to get his first look. As it is, he's back down the non-striker's end. Deep mid-wicket. And a long on in place. Mohsin Khan into the side with injured Danny Mapp. Starts with a nice quick one outside off and starts with a dot. It's good bowling. Hard to get underneath and find the boundary. 5-4 offside field. Mid off, extra cover, backward point, and Adil Mahmood and a fly gully. That one's going to be a single down to Nazakat at long on, so Hassan Nawaz will finally get to face the ball. No changes in the field for Hassan. Extra cover and Sahal, safe hands this time. And tidy start from Mohsin Khan. Big fresh airy from Nawaz. See his intentions as well. Made zero contact with ball. After those first two deliveries, HKCC have really pegged this back. So a charge this time, toe of the bat. Could see it comes in from square leg. Can this be the second over of the game to go without a boundary being scored? One ball left, Mohsin Khan. Certainly will be. Running on the arm of Luke Jones. It was a bit of a misthrow from him. Rare, but they get through for one. Just 3 runs coming from the second. PACC moved to 14 for the loss of no wicket. Another 215 required off 18 at 11.94. So we were wondering if HKCC and Kinshit Shah would follow the traditional way of giving the opening bowlers a few overs. They will. Ayush Shukla, after going for 4 and 6, really fought back well against Zishan Ali. Should have had a wicket to finish off the over. And as it is, he gets to bowl to Zishan Ali again. Charges. Work to do for Mahmood as it smashes into broadcast. Starting off just the way we started the game this innings. Shihan Wijatunga, the 12th man for HKCC today in the yellow vest you might have seen on screen. Up and over the top of the offside now. This one's not going to go for 6, but it will go for 4. Clears extra cover. And more salt into the wound for Ayush Shukla. Should have had his man already. Zishan's doubled his score since he was dropped. Can be so dangerous. No. There's a little bobble from Sahal. Allowed SR Nawaz to get back safely. I'll take the dot. Pulls the length back a bit, so soft hands. The fly gully region from Zishan. Gets down the non-striker's end. So Nawaz, he's only faced 3 of the 16 deliveries so far. We saw him, of those 3, he was trying to swing big. No changes in the field. Still the deep forward square, and Dil Mahmood's moved round to cow corner almost now, out of long on. Again, running on the arm of Luke Jones. A direct hit, as you expect from him, but safely in from Zishan. Something we didn't see in the first innings. Direct hits. Now people were well short of their ground. Now we see a direct hit when somebody's safe. They will only get a few chances if they keep hitting it to Luke Jones and tip and running. At some point, we will exact a run out on you. Effort ball from Ayush. You could hear the grunt groan from him. Eleven runs coming from the third. PACC get up to the quarter century mark. They're 25 for the loss of no wicket. Needing another 204. And exactly 2 runs a ball from here in the final 17. Mohsin Khan to bowl over number 4. Incredibly tidy off his first over, just the 3 runs coming from it. The sun briefly pops back out. Zishan, who's been farming the strike, on strike again. Charges up and over the top and mid-off. How far did it go? I think it's just skipped into the construction area. 1 bounce for 4. Wasn't far away from carrying all the weight. He moves to 27. Mohsin Khan has gone for more off the first delivery of his second as he did off his entire first over. Zishan Ali is in a mood. Oh, bottom have just 1 bounce. In that sharp backward point, wasn't far away from carrying. He opened the blade, took the hand off the bat there, Zishan Ali. Perhaps dropping 1 hand off was what saved him, as it didn't carry full 30. Winds up this time, goes over the infield, taking advantage of the power play. Another 4. Knows the field's all in on the offside. So this time opens up the blade. Moves into the 30s. David Jakir with the gloves on, saying the wicket's not far away. I want one. 33 runs on the board already. On the pads, an appeal from Mohsin, but inside edge saves Zishan. Normally say it's been another good over. 9 runs coming from the first 4, but they still need 3 more just to stay on par. Noah's just 2 off 4 so far. Again, swinging hard. Can't beat Kutsia at square leg. He's not timing it exactly right. That's Noah's at the moment. Like if he gets his eye in, he's only been able to face 5 deliveries, with Zishan farming 18 of them. He can get settled, find it out of the middle. You got to start finding the boundary as well, and joining in the run chase. Another fresh air, he misses it all, not even close to finding the middle of the bat on that one. 2 dots to finish off the 4th. 9 runs coming from it. PACC 34 for the loss of 0 wickets, needing 195 now at 12.19. Yush is going to have a rest after 2 overs, and Adil Mahmood to take over duties from the Forest end. Adil Mahmood starts off, and Zishan says thank you. Nice short one. I'll go straight through forward square. Sailing over the top of Anshuman Ruth's head, who's now got his head stuck in the hedge trying to find out where that ball went. He thinks it's gone. We've lost some balls here today. Another delay. Well, we'll find a new one here. Well, we wait for another ball. Anshuman Ruth has found himself a nice soft cushion to have a sit down until somebody comes and finds where the ball is. He's up now, and the new ball's been brought in. Zishan Ali up to 38. He's got 38 of the 40 runs. HKCC not bowling any extras yet, which is very handy. Done it short again, and he's gone, this time 1 bounce over the rope for 4. Zishan Ali moves into the 40s. 42 off 20, dropped on 10. Keeping PACC in this game, punishing the mistake of the drop catch. And enjoying the power play with only the 2 players out. Still got 10 legal deliveries of the power play left. And he's trying hard to use every advantage he can. Yeah, fuller one this time from Adil, and it was a good ball. They'll take 1. At 11. As you can see, they need 12 and over still, so even 11 is Not enough if Hassan Nawaz can't find a single here or find the boundary. A couple of boundaries to finish off the fifth though. Get PACC up over 50. Very handy. He's going to find the boundary. Didn't find the middle. Didn't matter. He's found it backward of square onto the bowling green and raced away for 4. So Nawaz gets his first boundary. Just what PACC wanted. If these both batters out there in the middle can contribute every time they're on strike. And finds a single after finding the boundary. Good play, brings up the 50 for PACC inside 5. Handy opening partnership again, much like we saw, well, there wasn't a 50-run partnership. It was the second wicket between Nazucket and Anch. It was 82 runs, the big partnership for HKCC. Charges again, and that one should end up somewhere in the hiking trail, well outside of the ground. Another ball required to finish off the over. Massive over. 22 runs coming from it. It's 56 for 5. Look at the worm. I can tell you right now, after 5 overs, HKCC Premier were 53 for 1. So PACC are actually ahead now. And that's why it's just popped above that worm. Still haven't lost a wicket, should have lost a wicket, haven't lost a wicket. And they're on track, 56 off 5. They can take 10 wickets or 9 wickets into the final 10 overs. This game is going to go down to the wire. There's plenty of big batting to come. And it's a batting paradise, as we're seeing already. Well, Ayush had a break, and there's still no love bowling from the Forest end. Mohsin Khan will continue from the Castle end. None for 12 so far. Went for 9 off his previous over. Hassan Nawaz on strike. Again, still swinging hard, still not finding it out of the middle. You feel it the second it does, he's going to accelerate. It's just not clicking right at the moment. Said he's only faced the 9 deliveries. Still almost going at a runner ball, which is all he needs to do, with Zishan now on 49. And he's got 5 balls left of the power play to cause some more destruction. Tries to go straight. Picks out Kinshid at mid-off. So just a 1. That brings up his 50. 50 off 23 deliveries. Raises the bat. What a knock. 6 4s, 3 maximums. Back into the side, straight into the T20 format, straight into normal Zishan Ali business. Hassan Nawaz gives himself some room and gets the edge, does get the edge. He never found the middle of the bat. This time he found the edge. He has to go. Mohsin Khan strikes. PACC lose their first on 58. Said that PACC would like to go on with 9 or 10 wickets into the drinks break. Well, they've lost 1 already. See who comes out next. I saw Nasrullah Runner was padded up. Was he a chance to come out at number 3, which would be really mixing things up? I don't think it is. And Yasim Mirza. The old pairing of Zishan Ali and Yasim Mirza. As Yasim comes in at number 3. Nice platform set for him. That's a big breakthrough for HKCC and well deserved for Mohsin Khan, getting the wicket of Ehsan Nawaz. Yassim out to the middle. He's got 3 balls left of the power play. Luke Jones goes to deep forward square. Nazucket heads down to long off, though he's now being switched to long on for Yassim. Kinship moves across into mid-off. Oh, a bit of bottom hand. Again, one bounce to Ninad Shah, backward point. A little bit up on Yassim there. Another tidy over so far from Mohsin. He continues right on the money. Not getting a lot of support from the bowlers from the Forest end. He's holding sway from the Castle end. 1 ball left to the power play. With this tidy bowling, comparison, I'll let you know what it is at the end of this delivery. It's still tight between these two sides. Charges, goes up and over the top. It's going to go all the way for 4. Yes. Diving effort by Anchuman Rath, unable to cut it off. Yassim gets off the mark with the boundary. The power play done. PACC 62 for 1. After 6, Hong Kong Cricket Club were 61 for 1. That's how tight it is. PACC with a 1-run lead on the comparison. We saw the fireworks late as well. They'll need wickets in hand, PACC, but they're staying on target, keeping that run rate required under 2 a ball. Adil Mahmood to bowl a second. He went for 22 in his first. Zishan Ali. What we did see in that first innings was players get to their 50 and then get out. Zishan Ali, we're hoping that doesn't curse befall him outside the power play. He's pushed that one out into the deep along the ground at Sahal Malvinkar, the man that dropped him 41 runs earlier. Yassim with the boundary off his 3rd delivery, back on strike. Oh, has that beaten, has that got some of the edge on it? We'll find out shortly. Calls of catch from Adil. Certainly did. Luck's a fortune, not sure what happened. Shakir usually rock solid with the gloves on. It's just kicked up on him a bit. And now Yassim's being given a life. As they say in the classics, catches win matches. See how costly either of those two will be. And charge. And, oh, danger for our camera person. That was, I think, about a metre to the right. For the Cricket Hong Kong broadcast camera person over there. Been told. Rahman over there. Been told he's not a cricketer, he's a hockey player. And he wasn't trying to catch that one at all. Again with the charge, but keeps it wide outside. Takes the one. Popped up in the air, calls of catch it. Not going to be able to catch it. That's another maximum. Just a punch 6 through cow corner from Yasim Murtaza. Again, rubbing salt into the wound after being putting down in that over. So a big over again off Adil's bowling. 17 off that one. He's got none for 39 off 2 as after 7. PACC stay right on target. They're 79 for 1. Now up by 5 runs on the comparison. HKCC Premier after 7. 74 for 1. Kinshit's called in Anjuman Ruth to take over duties from Mohsin Khan. Take the pace off the ball. David Jakir's called for the lid. He'll be up to the stumps. Trying to keep the batters in their crease. It's a little dab flick onto the leg side for a single. Deep backward square and cow corner, long on coverage. That's going towards cow corner. Luke Jones gets down, make sure it doesn't get through, so they'll just get one. He had to come around to his left, then got the body down because it was racing away out there. Good piece of fielding. Waits on it. Gets through Martin Kutsia, so again Jones has to do the fielding. Fired in, cut away. Mohsin Khan running around from the Fly Gully region. Just singles to start with for the first 4 deliveries from Anjuman Ruth. That's what HKCC love to see. Stem the flow of boundaries. Oh, again, try to give himself some room. Backing away there, Zishan. It didn't just get the edge through to Jakir. Survives, gets down the non-striker's end. 1 ball left on the 8th. Charge. And didn't get anything of that one, Yasim. So it'll be a very tidy first over from Anjuman Ruth. Just the 5 singles coming from it. After 8, Pakistan Association 84 for 1. They need another 145 at 12.08. Much like the first innings, not many overs without boundaries, but that was one from Antraman Runt. Mohsin Khan is going to switch ends to bowl out here. 3 overs, 1 for 18. Look at the bowlers so far. He's only got 6 legal deliveries left. And this is the end where high percentage of the runs have been scored, short of boundary, straight back over the bowler's head. Perhaps slightly shorter leg side. The left arm over. And immediately starts with one up over the top of Sahal's head. Just a glutton for punishment bowling from the Forest end today. It was much the same in the women's game as well. .67 for Zishan now. 5 maximums, 6 fours. Charges and loses his off stump, and there he has to go. Mohsin Khan pumped up. He gets a second wicket, and it's the big wicket of Zishan Ali out for 67. PACC lose their second on 90. Like this one was a slower one from Mohsin. He's played all over the top of it, right under off stump. Well, he was dropped on 10. No need to worry about being dropped on 67 because he lost his off stump. Zishan Ali, both openers back in the sheds for PACC. It's going to bring Tariq Nawaz out to the middle at number 4. Tariq Nawaz coming off a century in Saturday Div 2 yesterday. 35 over format. I think he's saved some energy because his team's going to need some more runs from him today with still 139 required off 11.4. Mohsin Khan, the destroyer, the only one with wickets so far. Oh, crazy confusion. 3 came a long way down, wrapped on the thigh pad. Mohsin Khan was sure he got another wicket. Didn't bother to pick up the ball. Then Tariq wanted to go for a run. Yasim said no. This time the tip and run works. Wise from Tariq Nawaz. Just find some bat on ball, rotate the strike back to Yasim. He's only been out there for 9 deliveries, but showing his intent already. Given a life as well. Tries to stay outside the arc, too far outside the arc. I'll rush to the scoreboard here, scorecard, and have a look. It's the first extra in the books for Hong Kong Cricket Club after 8.4 overs. That is some tidy bowling. Charge, calls a catch, not going to carry. 2 bounces to Adil, takes 1. PACC won't want to lose another wicket going into the drinks break. We saw, remember, in the first innings, Hong Kong Cricket Club lost Anshuman Rath on the very last delivery before the drinks break. It's never handy. We talk about how drinks breaks can bring wickets, either just before or just after. HKCC will certainly be hoping so. Their strike bowler today, Mohsin Khan, with 2 wickets, is bowled out now. He's bowled his 4, 2 for 28. Beautiful spell it was on what is a batter's track. But he's done for the day, with ball in hand at least after 9. PACC 94 for 2. Bit of a gap now on the comparison. With after 9, HKCC were 104 for 1. We know that in 6 balls' time, they lose the wicket of the man with ball in hand, Anshuman Rath. He was tidy to start with, just 5 singles coming from his first over. What can Tariq Nawaz and Yasim Mirza do to find some runs off Anshuman Rath? And can Anshuman get a wicket before the drinks break here? They could get in with 3 wickets down into the drinks break. I think KCC like their chances. Oh, that wasn't far away. Again, backing away, trying to find the feather edge. Rolls through the slip cordon. Getting it to skid on a bit here, Ange, and that's the backing away causing some issues. Now it's a charge. And almost rotated that one straight back onto the stumps. Yasim Mirza, the left arm of Ange to the left hand of Yasim. Doesn't want to be throwing his wicket away. Drinks break coming up. He won't be able to have a drink, but we'll be able to have a little bit of a rest for 5 minutes or so. The sun shining as well, warm temperatures. It's the first day of Ramadan in Hong Kong. Be some tired players as we get through the rest of the day. 26 degrees out there in the middle now. Warmer with the sunshine. Can't beat. Could see it. Backward point. This is even more tidy than his first over. 2 singles only with 2 balls left. Everything just slowing down a touch. Saw it ebbs and flows. The occasional over in that first innings, but just 1 over without a boundary. So far, this could well be the 3rd in 10 for HKCC. Well, commentators curse because that's going to go for 4. Races away through Cow Corner, a boundary to finish it off. We get to the halfway mark as PACC bring up the century. They're 102, 1 for 2 after 10. They need another 128 in the final 10 overs as we go into the drinks break and bring up the match summary so far. Evenly poised. HKCC 115 for 2 when they went into the drinks break. With 228 on the board, 229 required. So PACC, after the drinks break, will need 128 at 12.8 with 8 wickets in hand. Join us in around 3 or 4 minutes' time. Drinks break done here in the second innings. Aaron Bush with you for the final 10 overs. This is going to be fun to watch. 128 required, 8 wickets in hand, 10 overs remain. And these two in the middle, Yasim Murtaza and Tariq Nawaz, push the score up. Can more wickets fall for HKCC and get their first win in game one for them? Nazakit Khan is going to bowl over number 11. First time into the attack today for Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier. Tariq Nawaz, 4 off 6. Just been happy to find the singles so far. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square. That one's popped up in the air, calls a catch. One bounce. They did have protection out at long off. Kinshid Shah, the captain. They've now just pushed the rotation of the left-hander, pushing 4 out on the deep on the leg side. Just Martin Coetzee at long off, outside the circle on the offside. 5-4. It was 5-4 leg side field, but Ayush being moved across, shuffled across onto the offside. I want the singles. There is not one player from HKCC inside the circle on the leg side. Happy to protect the boundaries. They know it's a massive score to chase down. Boundaries required. Charges onto the leg side. They'll find that leg by. A little bit of bat on there as well. So a 1 to Yasim. Calls it catch, chance of a catch. Oh, almost overrun there by Anshuman Rath. Manages to pour it with the left hand as he skidded on past. Doing a footloose dance move as he skidded on by, but save 3. Tidy start from Nazakit as well. Again, only 1 to Kinshit. The singles and dots just putting more and more pressure on PACC. Only have 9 left after this. That one's going to relieve the pressure though. Luke Jones thought he was a chance. No chance. That was big. Handy. 10 runs coming from the 11th. PACC 1-1-1 for 2. Need 118 in 54 balls. That means 13.11. So even 10 and over, not enough. Yasim's perhaps just changed the bat. Also removed the helmet. Maybe just took off the helmet. The bat's working all right for him. He's doing well. He's 23. Another one. He's costing HKCC. Dropped on 4. Now Zishan got an extra 57 runs after his drop catch. Anshuman Rath, he's bowled well. 2 overs, none for 12. But it is the end that has given up the least amount of runs throughout the day. But doing his job with the left arm. Pulled away, not going to carry. 1 bounce to Nazakit. I had to get my binoculars out to confirm that was Nazakit Khan, because it's not very often you see him fielding at a deep forward square, but he is. He's now at a deep forward point for Tariq. can't beat Martin. And the pressure's starting to build on PACC. They need to find more boundaries. Tariq's 12 off 10. That's not enough. Needs to go at almost 200 from here. Gets a free full toss and still manages to pick out a fielder in the deep. Must be a bit slippery out there. This time Ninad Shah slipping over in front of the picket fence, but saves 3 again. Pulls away, picks out Nazucket again out of deep mid-wicket. It's quite remarkable that PACC are 114 for 2 after 11.4 overs. They're still not at the halfway mark. They're at the halfway of the runs that HKCC scored. They still needed 115 from here. That's how big that score from Hong Kong Cricket Club really was. Calls a catch, should be taken. Ninad gets underneath, takes the catch. That's the end of Tariq Nawaz. He's out for 13. PACC lose their third on 114. Another well-judged catch in the deep as Ninad Shah got himself in place nice and early. A little bit of sun issues, but took it nicely. Tariq really never got firing. 13 off 12. Bring the captain to the crease. Needing a captain's knock for PACC. Tanveer Afzal joins Yasim Murtaza. Anch gets his first, 1 for 15. He really has bowled well and deserved a wicket. So we're playing on the middle pitch here at HKCC, so it's pretty even either side. If you're going through square leg, pretty much the same distance. Tariq not getting nearly enough on that one. Good field placement. Gets them their third wicket. Tanveer to face the final delivery of the 12th. Going to take a single to get off the mark and retain strike. Very good over for HKCC and Anshuman Rat. There's 4 runs and a wicket. Coming from the 12th, PACC 115 for 3. They've just passed the halfway mark of the run chase. They've only got 8 overs remaining. They need another 114 at 14.25. Of course, 2 games going on in Hong Kong in the Premier League T20. The Plenty, the Hong Kong Plenty. The other game down the hill at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. They're in the drinks break. And that's pretty evenly poised as well. Though the app has just died on me. I think the last time I saw it, 70 for 2 or something like that for Diasco Little Saiwan, needing 144. Nazucket to continue in the bright sunshine. Got that one to pop up on Tanveer. Good ball. The grind between Anshuman Rat and Nazucket Khan could change the complex of this game. So far it's been pretty good. Ayush Shukla, who is fielding at a fly gully, nowhere near the action. Loud appeal. That one was quite obviously going down link. They'll just trot on through for a single. It's needed. 8 up, 2 dot balls. Tanveer needs to get Yasim on strike, 25 off 18. Need his big hitting. He needs to clear the ropes, not hole out. That one's going to clear the ropes. That one's going to clear pretty much everything. More of that required for PACC. Another ball lost. Another one donated to the Titan walking trails up here at Wong Nai Chung Gap. It was 18 sixes in the first innings. To go do a quick count of how many we've had in the second innings. Eight so far. Oh, very good ball from Nazaket. Boy, McDonald unmoved. Good comeback ball after going for 6 though. Even going for the maximum if you can dot out the final 2 deliveries. Goes a catch, goes down the throat, takes the catch. Anshuman Rath gets rid of the dangerous Yasin Murtaza for 31. Nazaket strikes as Pakistan Association Cricket Club lose their 4th on 122. Anshuman Rath waiting again down the throat. Yasin had to clear the ropes. He did once, he did not the second time that over. He departs. And troubling times for PACC as they still require another 107, 6 wickets in hand. But coming out to the crease at number 6, the very dangerous Anas Khan. Batted at number 3 last week against Diaspora Little Saiwan, coming out at number 6 against HKCC. Pretty good, handy number 6 to come out. 2 brand new batters now. The captain, Tanvir, will be on strike. Anas Khan at the non-striker's end. Anshuman Rath, who took the catch. And starts with another one. Final over for Anshuman Rath, 1 for 16. You know, it's a good batting track and lots of runs can flow, so he's really done a great job. Loves grabbing himself a player of the match, does Anshuman Rath, and considering he top scored with 60. Taking a catch in the deep. So far got 1 for 16. Going to carry out to the deep. Take a 1. Have to be red hot favourite at the moment if Hong Kong Cricket Club can get the victory here to pick up player of the match. Still 6.5 overs to go. Anything can happen. Especially when this man on strike, Anas Khan. Times we've seen him hit big in the T20s for Hong Kong. Just decides to wait on that one as a first delivery, just a sighter, takes the single. Another tight, tidy over, just really brings the pressure, 105 off 38. Gonna have to throw the kitchen sink at this one, PACC. They're trying. That's a chance. Ayush Shukla gets hands to it. Goes through the hands for 4. Ange almost had a second. It was a tough chance. He was running a long way away to his left. Got there in the end. Quick in the outfield. Just skidded on through above his head. 1 ball left of Ange's spell. And it's going to be a fresh, airy dot ball. So just 6 runs coming from the 14th PACC, 128 for 4. You can see on the comparison on the worm how it's starting to get a bit of trouble for PACC. An acceleration at the end with Luke Jones pushing that score up to 228. 2 new batters at the middle. They haven't got a lot of time, put it that way, to get their eye in and get that green line back up above. But at the moment, HKCC just getting the job done, as they always do. Adil Mahmood back into the attack from the Forest end. He was really expensive to start with. Two overs, none for 39. Went for 22 in one over, 17 in the other. But he's got a chance to attack two brand new batters. They've only faced 10 deliveries between the two of them. While PACC require 101 off 36, Diaskwa Little So One with a much better equation over at Mission Road. Be just the one. They need 66 off 54 deliveries with 8 wickets in hand to get their first win. If HKCC get up here, which they look likely to do, still 100 runs required off 35. Diaskwa Little Saiwan can get the win over USRC Premier down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. My 8 for 52 podcast tips for the Premier League this weekend will be 0 and 4. Not one right in the women's. And gets the big edge. Lala gets the breakthrough. Tanvir's got to go. He's out for 7. And HKCC looking to close this game out now. Seven off 10. Not really troubling the scorers. Brings the big hitting Nasrullah Runner out to the middle. He's T20. Well, his batting style is very much suited to the T20 format. Nasrullah Runner has one rule: go big or go home. Sometimes he does both. Sometimes he does the latter only. Today he needs to do the former. He needs to go big and keep going big. He's only got 5.4 overs remaining. That's 34 deliveries. Somehow needs to find 100 runs with Anas Khan. Oh, beautiful Yorker length from Adil. Runner only able to chop down on that one. Calls of catch, but was 1-1-1. 2 bounces to Martin Kutsia. Anas Khan only faced 2 deliveries, much like Nasrullah Runner. Oh, gets a full toss, gets a gift, but gets away with it. Anas surprised probably by the full toss. The laugh from Adil, slipping out of the hands. Oh, gets again that Yorker length to Runner. He'll take the single, retain strike. Another successful over, another tidy over for Hong Kong Cricket Club. It's the 4 runs and a wicket coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain, 97 runs required. Is it a task too much for PACC? They got 5 wickets in hand. Where can they get to? And if they cannot get a win, can they lessen the net run rate loss? Nazugget changing ends. Going to have a bowl from the castle end. 2 overs, 1 for 17. Runner, 2 off 3. Backs away again. Risky business. Backing into the crease. Gets away with it. Pretty much the same result that's happened all day. Flicked away. The fly gully. Anas, 3 off 3. Is he going to start to motor? Running out of time if he wants to get the win. Doesn't get much on that one at all, so it'll just be another single. Just to scamper in. Just with the wickets falling, everything's slowed down. Good ball from Nazugget. Nice bowling. Zishan and Yassim were out in the middle. It looked like anything was possible for PACC. Well, there's Nazrullah Rana. Go big or go home. What's the first one? Go big. Oh, that's massive. Let's hit up where the lamps are here at Hong Kong Cricket Club, and they are very high up. Big 6. Back live. Swats this one. Doesn't get that one out of the middle. Takes the 1. 88 off 26. Surely not possible for PACC, though with these two in the middle, anything's possible. But Hong Kong Cricket Club have shown time and time again just how good they are. Defend pretty much any total. That one's skied up in the air. Is it going to carry? It's not. Going to get away with that one. Anas can't, as it doesn't carry out to Sahal. 10 runs coming from the 16th as PACC moved to 142 for 5. They need 87 off 24. That equates to 21.75 runs per over. The game's still live down at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Diaskwa Little Saiwan, 92 for 2. They need 52 off 43. A very nice partnership between Ibrahim Ishaq and Haider Ali forming to try to guide Diaskwa Little Saiwan home there. Up over 50 runs. I think it's a 54-run partnership now between those two. Ayush back into the attack. Going to go around the wicket, Ayush Shukla. 2 overs, none for 22 so far. Bowled in the power play, of course, as he does, as he opened the bowling and went for a few. Zishan doing his thing. Should have got a wicket, though. That of Zishan. Can you get one now? Well, he's going to be a chance as it pops up in the air. Sahal Malvinkar. Oh, my goodness, he wouldn't have wanted to drop that a second time, Sahal, so he didn't. A triple juggle from Sahal Malvinkar, and he finally gets the catch. Ayush gets a wicket. Well, heart in mouth time for Sahal Malvinkar. He dropped Zishan off the bowling of Ayush Shukla and immediately back into the attack. It's spooned up. He had it. He got it once. It spun out. He had it again. It bounced out again. And then eventually a diving effort with the right hand managed to grasp it. I'm sure they'll have a joke about that later on today, but almost puts out. That's the end of Anas Khan. 6-wicket falls for PACC Premier on 142. Mohammad Ghazanfar out to the middle. Toiled away Ayush Shukla. took that stick in those first 2 overs, but now has just rewards. Getting the big wicket of Anas Khan, Mohammad Gazumfer. Coming in at number 8. They lose too many more wickets here, PACC. They're going to lose a lot of net run rate. Gazumfer wasn't going to die trying as that one raced over the top of his off and middle stump. And once again, gives Gazumfer a little bit of advice there. Shukla. You bowl the slower Yorker this time and see if Gazumfer doesn't play over the top of it. Well, he's put it in the slot and Gazumfer's given it the treatment. Almost took his off stump twice. Third time's a charm for Gazumfer as he gets onto that one. Gets off the mark with a maximum. Good little battle forming. Not sure what the advice Ayush Shukla gave Mohammad Gazumfer, but he took it to heart and took it to the mid-wicket boundary for 6. And then he's going to get the wicket straight after it. Ayush gets his man. I think it's Ninad Shah there taking the catch at backward point. And Ayush has got 2 in and over. As Gazumfer departs for 6. And PACC have lost their 7th on 148. Really starting to collapse here. Ayush Shukla, none for 22 off 2, has become 2 for 28 off 5. And HKCC looking to clean up this tail, finish it off before the 20 over mark, which would be nice. This is the 77th over of commentary for me today, as is the way with me. We'll probably go all the way to the end of the 20th. Do the full 80 today with the women's in the morning. We get a break. Premier League doesn't return until March 23, I think, if my sums are right. It's about 3 weeks' time from now. I believe there's an All-Stars competition coming up next week, perhaps. End of a double successful over for Ayush Shukla and Hong Kong Cricket Club after 17. PACC 148 for 7. 81 off 18. Not going to happen. Now it's a matter of surviving to the end and getting more runs on the board for PACC so they don't lose too much net run rate. I mean, obviously it is mathematically possible. 27 and over. Pretty tough. Four and a half a ball from here to win. You say, oh, maybe some extras can help them out. Hong Kong Cricket Club in 17 overs have bowled 1 extra. 1 wide to Mohsin Khan. That's tidy. That's 6. Well, 4 perhaps. Long boundary. No, it is 6. Nasrullah runner. He knows he's got to go at 4 and a half a ball, so he just hit 6s. Good comeback ball from Nazaket. There's that backing it away. They've been doing it to him all day. All I can say to the PACC batters is there's not much future in that. That's where the edge will come. Drag down leg this time. Is that going to be the... Oh, that's out! He's been caught down leg side, it looks like. Confirmation from the umpires. thought it was down leg and going for wide, but Jakir's gone for the catch, and Nazakit gets another. Confirmation from the umpires, caught behind. Nasrullah wasn't impressed. He didn't think he got anything on it, but Jakir was confident. Umpire Tukrul also confident. Nazakit's got 2. PACC only have 2 wickets remaining. 2.5 overs left. Lucky to bat out the full 20 here, PACC, after such a promising start. Up in the air, chance of another wicket. Could be all the way as well. I think it is all the way. That's a big hoik. That is all the way. Ahmed Waheed bookended the over with another 6. And a wicket in between. 2 overs remain. PACC 160 for 8. It's been quite the collapse from Pakistan Association Cricket Club Premier, remembering they were 101 for 2 at the drinks break. 8 overs ago, 101 for 2. They have lost 6 wickets for 59 runs. A clinical effort by Hong Kong Cricket Club. Yu Shukla. He's going to bowl out here. 2 wickets in his previous over. Opening spell of none for 22. Second spell so far, 2 for 6. Onto the pads going down leg. Leg by. Only the second extra. 1 wide, 1 leg by. That's impressive. Not sure I've ever called a T20 game with so few extras after 18 overs. .67 behind at the moment. Be a half-century victory here for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Well, just doing the maths, that should put them top of the table actually, because nobody will have 2 wins so far. Oh, that's big. Late resistance, another massive 6. A little bit too little too late, but Edasham getting into the maximums as well. Lost count of how many balls we've lost today. I know we lost 4 in the first innings. I think we've lost just as many. We're getting a few back. The ground staff just going around and finding them. Third umpire, Mary Henderson, sends yet another ball out. She's been busy. Going to take all the balls out after umpiring on the ground this morning for the Women's Premier League T20. Third umpire for this game. Umpire Royce McDonald back in place, and Yush can continue. Cut away out into the deep, and Anshuman Rath can pick that one up nice and easy. In the late afternoon sun, the first weekend in March. Grind down to the inevitable result. It's just a matter of what the number will be for Hong Kong Cricket Club's first win of the 2025 Premier League T20 season. Full, punched hard, 4 runs, more net run rate loss mitigation for PACC by their late order batters as Mohammed Waheed moves into double figures. As the dab straight to Nazucket. He's not going to bother trying to generate a run out on that one. End of the over. You've got 6 legal deliveries remaining, 55 required, which means Hong Kong Cricket Club 54 runs in front. 2 wickets to get, 6 balls to get through to finish this one off, and it will be Adil Mahmood from the Castle end. Here we go, final over. The late shadows of me dancing up in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Ready to go. Adil Mahmood. Well, he was ready. He's now moved his marker back. Slight delay. Well, that's a full toss, just under waist height. Must have been awfully close. Another loose one, second one from Adil. Just one slipping out of the hands. Again, no balls. And again, same result as last time. Slips out of the hand. Big wry grin on the face of Adil Mahmood. Five balls left. 74. It's a decent score in a T20. Still going to go down by half a century here, PACC. Oh, that's going to be 4. That's going to help. It's flicked off nicely. It was angling down under the pads. Got the lost runs down under 50 now, PACC. And it looks like they will bat out their full 20. Oh, and perhaps not, as a big right hand of Adil Mahmood goes up and takes the catch. Edisham departs for 11 as PACC lose their 9th on 179. Almost every other bowler on the game today, that would have gone over the top of their outstretched arm, but not Adil Mahmood. Too tall, too athletic, great catch. And he gets himself a second one. Navdeep Singh coming in at number 11. He's got 3 balls to face. Will he survive? Or will PACC be bowled out inside 20? Won't be much inside 20 with only 3 balls left. Still 3 balls left. Oh, that's dangerous. That one really did slip out. The arm goes up from umpire Royce McDonald and immediately by umpire Tukru. Free hit coming up. It was almost a free hit to the head there of Navdeep Singh. Been given the warning by umpire Tukru. We actually saw one of the Hong Kong Cricket Club Women's Premier League players thrown out of the game for too many over the waist no balls. A free hit up in the air. Zuckett's just going to trot in and pick that one up. They'll take one. Two balls left. Mohammad Waheed on strike. Oh, he got down on that one just in time. It squirts out through square for a single. They will bat their full 20 overs here, PACC. They may be bowled out. They will get right through to the end of 20 overs. Oh, scoop and take it. So they will be bowled out and bat their full 20. Ayush Shukla with the catch at backward point. And that's the end of the game. A big win, a 45-run victory for Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier in their first game of the season. Clinical with the bat, clinical with the ball, and 45 runs. Well-deserved victory for HKCC Premier. PACC, after winning last week, we'll have to go back and have a rethink. They were on track after 10 overs, but then it fell away, losing 8 wickets in the second 10 overs to be bowled out right on the last. We're going to have a look at the batting and bowling card before we wrap up the broadcast here. There's the batting card. It started so well. Zishan Ali, given a life on 10, took full advantage, scoring 67 until he lost his off stump to Mohsin Khan. Nawaz really never got started, but Yasim had a nice little cameo with Zishan, 31 off 21. Tariq Nawaz also not really getting started. Then it all sort of fell away, only double figures and single figures as they petered out the PACC Premier. All out for 183 in 20. Just the 4 extras in the book. 1 by, 2 wides and 1 no ball right in that final over. The bowling card for Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier. Just the 5 bowlers used and they were all effective. Everyone getting in the wickets. A single wicket to Anshuman Rath. Only going for 5.5. Pretty good effort from him. 2 wickets for Ayush Shukla, Mohsin Khan, who did the damage early, getting rid of the top order, and Nazakat Khan. And a 3 for at the end for Adil Mahmood, getting the job done for HKCC Prem. 228 on the board on the back of Anshuman Rath, 60, an 82-run partnership with Nazakat Khan. A half century to Sahal Malvinkar and Nazakat, and a late cameo from Luke Jones, 32 not out, getting up to 228 for 7. PACC just never really got in there at the end. The last 10 overs petering away, all out for 183. So we're going to take a 3-week break for Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series for the 2025 version. We'll be back on March 23. Until then, next week, I believe All Stars will be on. Make sure you check out Cricket Hong Kong China YouTube and social media to find out what games we'll be broadcasting. But until then, Aaron Bush signing off.